Welcome to this video about the JVC C1 clone, or one of them. This is a Ferguson Videostar, and I will be at least powering it on and putting it through its initial paces to see if it's going to make a reasonable donor camera in terms of doning the majority of this into a JVC C1 shell, so I get that classic red camcorder look. This video really is going to be a bit of a follow-on from a couple of videos that I made around a year ago concerning the JVC C1 camcorder. So that's the famous camcorder that was labelled the Marty Cam, essentially, from the Back to the Future movie. Anyway, I had a go at looking into that and seeing if I could fix it, because it seemed to start up once and take a cassette and seemed to just about sort of start, but then I couldn't get it to work again. So I had some really good comments actually from lots of YouTube users just giving me some tips and advice, and because I've got limited time to kind of investigate things and make videos, then it was hard for me to follow up those. So I thought, well, what else could I do? Can I see if I can purchase another one? So here it is, hopefully a clone. So this is a Ferguson, and oh my word, this doesn't look too good, does it? Can you see how the case is losing all of its foam? I think the foam's pretty well had it actually. Yeah, it's all gone really squishy. I wonder if I can tape that to the inside of the case so it doesn't fall down. Anyway, oh, it's fallen down there. Can you see it's just breaking away? I suppose it's really taping it out the way until I kind of work out what I can do with the foam. The foam's got to be replaced. I don't really want that to fall down. Okay, that should be standing up now. So, some packaging to remove first. Let's just do that. So this is hopefully the same camera but in a grey coloured case. What I was hoping was, could I be sneaky? Could I transplant the workings from this one, if it does work, into the iconic red case? So that's my thinking, but obviously a little bit early on at the moment because I don't really know if this is even going to work. So these tend to be fairly plentiful, and I don't think people realise that they are just kind of clones of the C1. So they represent pretty good value for money, especially if you're trying to sort out issues on your original kind of C1 camera. And it probably gives you a bit of confidence taking apart one of these. My word. What have we got? We seem to have something extra in here. I think I've got something extra in it. I think this is a bit close to the camera I was thinking it was. Okay, let's pull these wires out. This is AC mains adapter. Blimey, that's a little bit kind of different to what I was expecting. I understand this one, so, oh okay, so this is the battery charger. So I had something like that with the C1. It says it's only for the 3V41 model. Let's just put that out of the way for a minute. Carry on clearing this out. And I thought of protecting it from all the crud inside the actual case, the deteriorating case. And there it is, got the same button placements, same tracking control. It's looking very similar, this. So this is the camera. So what I was hoping to do was maybe borrow some parts from this. Now one of the things which is busted on the other one is this kind of mount here. So to have one that I can try kind of transplant, and I guess as well, maybe it's not going to be too bad a job. It's only a little bit of grey plastic to replace. The rest of it is black like the other one. Okay, let's just have a look underneath then. So this is a 3V41, manufactured in Japan to a specification approved by Thorn EMI, Ferguson Limited. Okay, nice. Let's see what else there is. So there's the viewfinder. So that does have Ferguson Videostar on there. But again, I might be able to sort something out here if this bit indeed works. So you do need that connected to see a picture in the viewfinder, an image, and obviously to play back as well. So there's a video component and channels. Stereo, is it? No, it's mono. Not sure. Not sure on that. I guess it, yeah, video out, okay. Yeah, it must be. Right. Well, maybe it is mono, maybe it's just these two. Anyway, let's grab the beast, which I was surprised to receive. It's this heavy thing. AC mains adapter. Seems a little bit overkill, doesn't it? Got the separate battery charger and no battery, unfortunately, but I do have a couple of spare batteries from the other camera, and also look, there's a nice little unit there for output into TV, and that's RF output as well. So this reminds me a bit of the old school computers, and you would connect your old 8-bit computer to the TV via something a little bit like this. Oh, that's cool. All right. Voltage selector on base. So it's multi-voltage. So it's already set to UK, that's 240 volts. AC in, DC out. So indeed, that will charge the battery. Would you actually fit that onto your camera as well? I don't think you would. I don't think you can. Yeah, so that's just purely a battery charger. First things first, let's just power this on and check the output voltage. So we don't want to blow anything. There you go. So we got 10.35 and the output is 9.6 at 0.9 of an amp. So it's a little bit high, but not enough to not trust it, I would say. 10% over, is it? Just under. Okay. We'll go with that and just see. Let's just connect everything. So these are keyed a certain way, like that, I think. And it just slides in. It's in. No tape in there at the moment. Let's just see if there's any life in this thing at all. I'm going to turn the power off on the AC mains. I'm now going to plug it in and I'm going to turn it on. Okay, it clicked. Does it eject? It's all coming back to me now. Ooh, it's nice. Bit of movement on the motor. Okay, and this is good. So if this was flashing, I would say it's probably got a fault. Wow, that's nice. And it's altering the tape counter in there as well. Can you see the tape counter? Right, time to get this out, I think. Okay, I've found a random tape. No idea if there's anything on this. So that's... oh, it powers itself down. You have to... okay. Ooh. It's playing. Oh, I do not know. I can see an image. Looks like it might have been filmed off of the TV. Comic Relief, it says. I think it's Comic Relief. Oh no, yeah, it's been... someone's just had this in front of the TV to test it, I think. It's got channel 5 on there now. So it's black and white. Probably can't really make that out. But it is definitely playing. It looks a pretty steady picture actually. Let's leave it running for a little bit because I don't want to stress the workings too much this early on. It's obviously not been used for a long time. I've got that unit. I have got a TV elsewhere I can quickly find. So it's still playing. This is the TV. Just let it finish scanning UHF channels and then hopefully it will show up on the screen. That's a smooth image. Probably needs a bit of fine tuning now. I'm amazed actually at that. While I'm trying to tune the channel in, let's have a look at the C1. So this is slightly dismantled from my previous time looking at it, but it's actually missing a grip. So see here, I've got one now on this Ferguson. The lens looks identical. Obviously at this stage I've not looked down into the lens to see if there's any mould, any lens rot sort of thing in there. As you can see though, the finish of the buttons and everything is all the same really. There's the tracking. So if anything, it's probably in better condition. This Ferguson. And what I need to do is to just get the red parts of the case onto this one. There will be a little bit of work involved because of the way everything's kind of screwed in, but it's not a huge job. Obviously I have to look at fixing this point here. Well, I won't have to do that actually, looking at it, because I'm just going to be borrowing the ones there. Okay, let's have a look. If you don't have any sound, that could just be the recording, but that's playing back. And just to prove that it is, I'm going to press stop and rewind. It wasn't particularly expensive, this Ferguson model. I think with postage I was looking at around £30, so considering that this one was £5, hopefully between the two I should have a working example. And have some spare parts as well, which is always nice to have. That mechanism's a little bit noisy, isn't it? There you go. Well, that's someone's filmed that. That's their garden. And then straight into TV. So though it's black and white, it's looking stable. It really didn't change that much actually, because even the lettering is very similar. This one actually is a little bit more pronounced, so there is more kind of general wear on the original camera that I purchased. Let's just spin that one around. And I'm just going to turn this one off a minute. I'm going to unplug it. And also spin it around. And there's the... Yeah, even the lens kind of markings are the same. The difference is the writing's that way up. On this one they went for the writing there. But it is the same camera essentially. So might be getting somewhere now. Let's check this recording feature does work on this camcorder. I'm just going to put the same tape in again. I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to stop. And I'm going to try to film. Oh yeah. There's a line going right across the image, like a white line. Can you see that? Let's just see if I'm missing any other settings on this camcorder. Zoom is working. Oh, it goes, it's the iris. I put it onto BLC and that line's shifted right up. So I'm not quite sure about that. Alright, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to rewind. Yeah, already there. Good. Let's put this TV back on. I probably pulled the lead out. So, record. Pause. Oh, was I in pause? Yeah, I think I kind of remember now. I think you then release it. You press it again. Camera, play. Play. Oh. Yeah, forgot. There you go, something really interesting I'm recording there. Still showing in black and white. I seem to have got rid of that line. Let's just try that. That's not showing up on here anyway. Cool. stop that. That's my recording. Still showing up in black and white and no sound. I'm not sure how to set this up. The last check I can do is I can take the cassette out of this. So I can stop this. I can eject it. I can put it into a VHS cassette adapter and then play it on a regular VHS video, and I wonder if then I see glorious colour, both in my recordings and in the other owner's recordings. This is one of these adapters, and there's a battery in here somewhere that powers a motor. So it's like a little warning flag to say do not insert this. So you press that down like so. And it loads the tape into this kind of full size area of the cassette, which is really cool. So now I've got this loaded, I've also got it on the HDMI. It's just rewinding at the moment. Don't go too fast, don't snap that tape. Ooh, look at that.
Showing in black and white.
It's got that dreamy, soft look to it, isn't it? I think I can say that is a good result, isn't it? That's the fact that it's recording in colour, and it looks pretty smooth as well. So I'm really pleased about that. I think now I've done that recording test, struggled around a little bit, but proved that it does record in its colour and sound. I think I can definitely go ahead in my next video and transplant the inners of this into the red shell.